There we go. Excellent. Okay, I'd like to call to order this meeting of the Palo Alto City Council. It's Tuesday, September 8th at 5:04 p.m. If the clerk would please take the roll.
Councilmember Cormack.
Here.
Vice Mayor Du Bois.
Here.
Councilmember Filseth.
Here.
Mayor Fine.
Here.
Councilmember Niss.
Here.
Councilmember Ku.
Here.
Councilmember Tanaka.
Here.
7 present.
Thank you. We have oral communications where any member of the public may speak to an item not on the agenda. Just before that, I do want to announce that I hope to adjourn our meeting in honor and recognition of Labor Day and the American Labor Movement. But with that, let's please go to oral communications. So anybody who wishes to speak and address the council for an item not on our agenda, we'll have 2 minutes.
Any member of the public that wishes to speak to anything not on tonight's agenda, please raise your hand or dial *9 on your phone. We'll give you just a few seconds. Mayor Fine, there's no hands.
Okay, thank you. We have 1 item tonight, public employee performance evaluation for the city manager, city attorney, and city clerk, and the government code authority is written right there. Do any members of the public wish to speak on item 1, public employee performance evaluation?
I have one, Jeremy Ehrman. Jeremy, go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you. When watching the budget discussions earlier this year, with all due respect, I was rather bothered by the actions of city manager Ed Shikata. His behavior towards the Cubberley lease seemed to be in direct opposition to guidance given by the city council and the school district, which in October had directed the city staff to draw up a new lease for Cubberley Community Center for 5 years for the whole property. The school district and the city council had agreed on this. The city staff had not drawn up an agreement to their satisfaction, and then used the budget difficulties as an excuse to create a whole new policy of giving back an acre of Cubberley with many, many tenants to the school district, and then reducing the payments by $2.5 million. This policy should not have been changed without discussion first with the city council and the school district. But City Manager Ed Shikata essentially bullied the school district. And the city council didn't even discuss the lease until after the school district had signed it and eviction notices had been sent out. So I asked the city council to consider if this behavior meets the ethical, legal, professional requirements and expectations of running the city of Palo Alto. On April 16th, there was a meeting of the city school liaison committee at which the superintendent asked Ed Shikata the progress of the Cubberley lease. Ed Shikata said it was almost done, but they're working on the revenue side. Then 4 days later, he suddenly announced to the council he wanted to draw out of the lease altogether, prompting incredible panic in the school district. So I really think this is inappropriate behavior. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. Any other members of the public that wish to speak about the closed session, please raise your hand or dial *9. No other hands, Mayor Fine.
Okay, thank you, Clerk Minor, and thank you, Mr. Ehrman, for your comments. Returning to council and willing to entertain motions to go into closed session.
So moved. Second.
Second.
Thank you. Motion by Councilmember Niss, second by Councilmember Cormack. If you'd like to discuss, please hit your hand. Otherwise, we can vote. Okay, Councilmember Cormack?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Du Bois?
Yes.
Councilmember Filseth?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Councilmember Niss?
Yes.
Councilmember Ku?
Yes.
Member Tanaka?
Yes.
Great, thank you. So council will now go into closed session. We don't have a time on this, but we will make any necessary report outs when we return from this session. I will see you all on the other side.